how, like, even being in this condition where he has to completely depend on others to take care of him, yet even being in this condition, he still cares for other people. We are just coming from Moscow, and in Moscow we met one couple going through a difficult time with their relationship, young couple, and as a small boy. And this devotee, I engaged him in Guru Maharaj service, and he was explaining to Guru Maharaj how he's going through all this bitter experience with his wife. One evening we flew down from Krasnodar, South Russia, to Moscow, and after arriving in Moscow, this devotee was already serving in South Russia with us for almost a week. Then we flew down to Moscow. As soon as we arrived in Moscow, this devotee's wife came to meet him. Then there was some new exchanges between him and his wife. And that night, after putting Guru Maharaj to bed, that was like around 11 at night, and this particular devotee, he was in the night shift. He was with Guru Maharaj, taking care of him during the night. Then around 1:15 he called me. He came to my room and he called me. Guru Maharaj wanted to go to the toilet. So then we quickly rushed, put him on the commode, then we took him into the toilet. And he was, as soon as we entered the toilet, he was sitting, and then he was talking to these devotees, giving him all the good advice on how to take care or repair the relationship between him and his wife. That went on for almost half an hour. And I was like so sleepy, and I was just sitting in one corner of the toilet, but he was sitting on this commode. He was just advising this devotee for almost 30 minutes till 1:45 about how to, repair the relationship. So this devotee, then we came out, we put him on his bag, put him on a sleep. Then this devotee came back to my room. He's supposed to stay in his Guru Maharaj room, but he came to my room, then he started crying. He was saying that, he knows more than me, he has so much of experience on how to guide Grihasthas to how to, have a good relationship among each other. So he was just crying, broke into tears, and he was so appreciative of that little half an hour that Guru Maharaj gave to him. And then just the day we were leaving from Moscow to London, then our drive from the place where we were staying to the airport was 1 hour. So then Guru Maharaj called, ask your wife to follow me in the same car. Then he talked to him as well as to the wife for 1 hour during the journey to the airport. And as soon as we landed in the airport, the wife came out and started crying. We are done, we have solved our problem, that's it. Problem is solved, she said. So she was very much appreciative as well. So this is Vaishnava Seva. This is real Vaishnava Seva. You don't care about your time. You don't care about time, you don't care about your situation. As long as your heart is there, because the care actually comes from the heart. You don't need to have big certificates, some degrees in order to care for devotees, because the care actually comes from your heart. So he has that, his whole life is for that. He has dedicated to care devotees. Therefore, middle of the night at 1:30 in the morning, and sitting in a private room, that's the only place people like to be, not to be disturbed. But sitting there, he's even using that opportunity to, speak to this devotee, using every moment wherever possible to help other devotees. So his entire life is molded in caring for devotees.